Now on CoastTV News.
It's a cloudy and chilly start to our Friday. Lots of clouds into the weekend and temperatures on the cool side. More on that, plus your DSN Outdoors Expo forecast coming up.
Dangerous driving period. The past 24 hours have seen one death and other serious injuries like this one in several crashes in our area, including one that we just see there happening early this morning.
Help in the form of tiny homes, just like the ones you see right there, the big benefits you could get if you build one in Lewis.
Rehoboth Restaurant Review, we have the changes being considered by the city that could make it easier for restaurants to make changes.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is Friday, April 19th, 2024. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during this 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah, it's Friday. Paige, get ready for the weekend. That was good there.
Thank you. Just a little. I'm happy to be here with you guys. I'm also happy it's Friday.
It's like you make a good putt.
Yes.
Putt for birdie. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, sure. You're still in that Masters mindset.
Yeah,
maybe?
I'm not even a golfer, but
Exactly.
I just thought I'd throw out that reference.
It's a good day. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Maybe it's your payday. Maybe it's your birthday.
Maybe.
Taylor Swift fans have a new album to
Oh
listen
my goodness,
to.
yes.
We were listening to it earlier this morning. I don't.
We
think
have our own opinions on that.
Yeah, we do.
Keeping them to ourselves.
I'm not going to say any of us are Swifties, but we can all appreciate good music.
Sure.
Anyways, before we upset the Swifties out there, let's go to Bob. Bob actually talks about Taylor Swift a lot. Good morning, Bob.
No comment. No, I'm Switzerland this morning
Okay.
on Taylor Swift. I'm glad you're happy about her new album, Paige. I'm sure it's fantastic. Our weather is chilly this morning. I needed to put on my puffy jacket because we've got temperatures in the upper 40s, 48, 49 degrees all across the board from Salisbury to Millsboro, Lewis, and Bethany Beach as well. And on top of that, we've got a chilly east-northeast breeze, a little stronger at the coast. So, feeling a little chilly out there. Lots of clouds. I saw a little bit of the moon poking through a little bit earlier, but still lots of low clouds. Nothing really going on weather-wise to sink our teeth into, just kind of a cool flow off the ocean. Looking at a lot of clouds this morning, not seeing the fog like yesterday, with temperatures upper 40s this morning, and maybe this model being a little optimistic about the sunshine mid-morning. I think we'll see a lot of clouds and temperatures by this afternoon, upper 50s to lower 60s well inland, and then cooler at the beaches, and still pretty cloudy as we go into the evening hours. Day apart forecast, no sun. Oh no, there is a sun icon right there at 1 o'clock. So a little bit of sun, lots of clouds. That'll be a recurring theme into the weekend. Much more on that coming up in a few minutes.
Breaking news this morning, a pedestrian hit by a vehicle in Milton, and based on an early information that we're getting, it could be a hit and run situation. Again, we are still learning more. According to the Milton Fire Department, this happened on Harbison Road, just west of the intersection with Route 9. The department responded to this call around 2:19 this morning, and again, this, of course, happened just a few hours ago, so details are limited. Keep up on the Coast TV News app and our website for updates.
And we moved to Salisbury, where there was a deadly crash last night. This was sometime after 7 p.m. The Salisbury Police Department says it happened within the area of South Salisbury Boulevard and Pinehurst Avenue. Road was closed between Pinehurst Avenue and Lloyd Street. This morning, police say they will work to determine the cause of this crash.
The Lewis Planning Commission looking into the possibility of tiny places to live, but according to the city's Planning Commission, also there is a few more tweaks needed to the proposed ordinance in the tiny homes in the city. Coast TV's Charles Reinert shows us what could be down the road in the first town.
Lewis is looking into some creative ways to fix the lack of housing problems here in the city. Take a look at your screen right now. This is what is called an accessory dwelling unit, or an ADU. It's basically a smaller place to live that can be built on an existing property or even built into or on top of one. And the city's Planning Commission brought up more options to incentivize to build these, such as rental tax breaks and giving discounts to contractors to build them. In a recent meeting, the commission said that this is a big need to help new employees find places to live here in Lewis.
I would argue that the people who visit here also would like to buy a meal in a restaurant, and when they go to the hospital would like somebody at the ER when they arrive, you know.
This is still in the discussion phases. This topic was sent back to Lewis's Housing Subcommittee to look into these different options as they write the ordinance. I'm Charles Reinert in Lewis, Coast TV News.
Here's some more details on what an ADU actually is. They are built on the same lot of a larger or primary house, either created inside, added to, or detached from the primary house. They're self-contained. They have a separate kitchen, sleeping area, and bathroom, and are often created through construction or conversion of an attic, basement, or garage, According to the Delaware Housing Authority, ADUs typically have minimal visual impact as they are normally situated behind the primary house.
New this morning, one family in Lewis cementing its place in the city's history. So you may remember the Daisy family. We've talked about them before. The house that you see on your screen, they fought the city for permission to demolish that home. After an initial rejection, the family finally was cleared to tear down the old and start fresh. Now, the Lewis Historical Society will open a new exhibit titled Voices Heard, the History and Legacy of the Black Community in Lewis. So according to the organization, 28 pictures are on loan from the family that will give a glimpse into the legacy of African-American life in the city. That exhibit will open today at 5 p.m.
Also new this morning, a bill allowing people to end their life in what supporters claim is a, quote, humane way was passed by the Delaware House of Representatives. House Bill 140 would allow those terminally ill people to take drugs themselves that would end their life. Supporters say that people must still be able to make sound or informed decisions for themselves. The bill states that the person's doctor or nurse must also confirm the diagnosis. This bill now waits to be acted upon in the Delaware Senate.
Rehoboth Beach is, of course, a popular spot for going out to get something to eat. And according to the city right now, there's some confusion among officials as to what's considered a substantial modification or a drastic change to a restaurant. So right now, if a restaurant owner is looking to take away seating under city code, it counts as a substantial modification that requires a public hearing. The city saying commissioners were confused why a simple change like this counts as a substantial modification. One local restaurant worker saying that ever-changing regulations are actually hurting business.
Yeah, so that probably took a little bit of business away, most likely, because people obviously love the outdoor seating, and then taking that away made it a little more difficult and slower.
And the city says that clarifying what it means to substantially modify a restaurant is part of its effort to keep dining areas uniform and regulated. The city will further discuss this proposed change today at 2 o'clock.
Substantial modifications can also involve changes to restaurant or dinner theater layouts and spaces, and those changes can be made to the bar, restroom, food storage, and food preparation spaces. Changes also make adjustments to the number and sizes of the bar areas and in other parts of the building that's not included with the approved floor plan. Officials with Rehoboth Beach say simple rearranging tables or seating, that's not considered substantial modification. It does bring us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, what is your view on restaurant regulation changes?
Whoa, what do you think most people are thinking there, Matt?
Well, I'm looking at our screen page, and it seems like maybe just a few more people are saying excessive, just a small amount.
Yeah, exactly.
Hashtag sarcasm.
Yeah, exactly. If you haven't caught on to our sarcasm. Yeah, just 9% of you say it's necessary. So no question what most of you think. I'd be interested to see if that got any closer throughout the day. But right now, that's where we're standing. So you can still vote if you'd like. Go to CoastTV.com, or you can vote on our mobile app.
We move on, and Israel has carried out a military strike against Iran. The move is in response to Iran's attack last weekend that took place on the birthday of Iran's supreme leader.
NBC's Bree Jackson shows us now what the possible fallout is for this ongoing war in that region.
New video showing the airstrikes that Israel carried out.
Israeli forces striking back against Iran's attack that saw more than 300 drones and missiles launched at Israel.
Unfortunately, in the Middle East, an eye for an eye and the retaliatory sort of mindset is very strong.
Israel's military action comes despite President Biden's calls for restraint. Israeli officials notified the U.S. that a response was coming and American troops were not involved.
What we can say with assurance is that the United States itself did not participate in that kind of military activity.
The impact of Israel's strike is still being assessed. Members of the intelligence community say the reaction moving forward will depend on the extent of the damage.
I do not believe at this point that Iran wants a major war, because it will lose that, and it will lose it in a big way. But at the same time, the Iranian leadership also has to face its domestic political pressure, and it can't be seen as just laying down to Israel's offensive capabilities.
I think we have to assume that that's it from Israel for the time being. And perhaps they're just trying to see whether or not Iran is going to respond.
Heightened tensions in the Middle East further raising concerns that the conflict could spread. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
On Thursday, the Biden administration announced new sanctions targeting Iran's missile and drone program after it attacked Israel last weekend. And this weekend, President Biden is expected to spend time in his Wilmington home.
All right, Matt, more news to get to this morning on Coast TV News Today.
That page coming up. This was the scene overnight as crews fought a fire on the Atlantic City boardwalk. We have the early details from officials.
Also ahead, a final phase of the Lewis-Georgetown Trail, closing a portion of it for a period of time. We're telling you what's planned for the work to improve your outdoor experience.
And the results are in. Netflix reporting the outcome from a strategy was aimed at increasing subscribers, and we'll tell you what they're saying about its first 3 months of the year. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care, women's health services, to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Bright yellow dandelions, a clear signal that the time for prevention is now, for crabgrass and clover are soon to follow. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for over 30 years. They don't mow it, they grow it. Hillside certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
Mark your calendars for Runway, a formal-style fashion show, Sunday, April 21st at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center. Prepare to be dazzled by stunning looks from Rehoboth's finest boutiques, live music and entertainment, plus champagne and hors d'oeuvres. Tickets are $50 and are available now. Treat yourself to a fun and stylish evening you won't soon forget. For more information, visit Rehoboth Beach Main Street's Facebook page.
Draper Media, an equal opportunity employer, is dedicated to provide broad outreach regarding job vacancies at the station. We seek the help of local organizations in referring qualified applicants to our station. Organizations that wish to receive our vacancy information should email humanresources@wboc.com.
Next through. Two 90s icons, Christine Taylor and David Lasher, drop one big surprise.
Oh my God, what?
Friday at noon on Coast TV.
512 on this cloudy, chilly Friday morning. Bay Health Cam in Milford. You can see the clouds, some of the light from the ground reflecting off the bottom of those clouds. And with the clouds, easterly breeze, we're seeing uniform temperatures 48, 49 degrees. I don't think I've ever seen temperatures this close in such a distance, but that's what we have out the door, upper 40s, and kind of a cool east-northeast breeze right now. And lots of clouds, maybe a few breaks here and there, but all in all, it's low clouds and really no big weather systems across the area. So if you're headed out to the golf course, dust off the clubs and make that putt and almost in the hole. I know, so close. I always leave it short, but we're looking at fair conditions for today. Lots of clouds. Bundle up on the golf course. A little breezier out there, 59, cloudy and cool.
All right, thanks, Bob. Dewey Beach wants visitors to know where they can park when they come to town. Town officials say visitors need parking permits, which are valid in all designated spaces except for coin meter spaces. Coin meter spaces are solely for hourly parking. The north end of town is residential with narrow streets and limited parking. Central area, that's where most of the shops, restaurants, that is a challenging parking situation, especially during lunch and evening peak times in Dewey Beach. We move on, and the Maryland Board of Public Works has approved over $14 million to preserve outdoor space throughout the state. This is in the form of grants to local governments and land trusts. Out of the $14 million, a total of $11 million in local funding was approved for 10 projects. And one of those projects includes $100,000 for renovations to the concession and changing facilities at the Dorchester County Public Pool.
Netflix made some risky moves last year, but turns out it seems to have paid off. The streaming service cracked down on users who were sharing passwords. Yeah, I was one of those. Weren't we all, though? It pushed users to get their own accounts. So now, in the first 3 months this year, Netflix says they gained more than 9 million subscribers. So That brings Netflix to a record high number of subscribers, nearly 270,000. All right, well, Starbucks has redesigned its plastic cups to be more sustainable. The new cups look very similar to the current ones. You can see them right there, but they're actually made with up to 20% less plastic. Starbucks projects these new cups will keep more than 13.5 million pounds of plastic out of landfills annually. The new cups debut at select U.S. and Canada locations this year. I know a lot of people love those cups. All right, still ahead this morning, DelDOT in the final phase of the Lewis-Georgetown Trail project. They're prompting a temporary closure. So we're going to tell you when you can expect that project to be complete.
Cloudy and chilly conditions right now in Lewis on our Irish Ice Cam. Quiet there on the canal. 48 chilly. You need to check it out the door. Lots of clouds today, and in fact, lots of clouds into the weekend. Some peaks of sun, and on the cooler side, I'll have your forecast coming up in 2 minutes.
Accurate Termite and Pest Control. For the best termite elimination on the shore, call Accurate and have the safest termite prevention for years to come. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
Honor the life and legacy of Corporal Keith Hecook at Hecook Fest 2024, Friday, April 26th from 5 to 9:30 p.m. Come join the fun at the Kylan Barn Amphitheater at Heron Ponds in Del Mar. Enjoy food and drinks, kid-friendly activities, local vendors, and a petting zoo. Plus, jam out with live music from the Amish Outlaws and the Dustin Showers Band. Free admission for all attendees. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
The doctors of Delmarva Chiropractic take great pride in offering the finest, most individualized care to their patients and stay on the cutting edge of healthcare and clinical interventions. As winners of Coastal Style and Metropolitan Magazine's Best Chiropractors for 7 years in a row, Doctors Lane, Brown, and Taylor help with conditions such as back pain, sciatica, headaches, concussions, dizziness, and much more. The clinic also offers laser therapy, decompression, acupuncture, and custom orthotics. Call Delmarva Chiropractic today and take the first step toward achieving your maximum potential.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
Accurate Termite and Pest Control. With over 300 combined years of experience, we're community-focused and 5-star rated.
Accurate Pest Control.
Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Approaching 5:18 on this Friday morning, and here is our live look at Milford. Calm, bit cool there right now. And Bob, like you, I gave in yesterday. I had the car wash to get all the pollen off.
I had to do it.
Even though it probably won't make a difference.
No, well, you know, it does. And it seems like when you get a little bit of rain, it makes it worse. It just displaces a little bit of the pollen. But good to get all that pollen off the car. So that's a good idea to do that, because I think we're looking at mainly dry conditions. But when you know, I washed my car, I got home, and I had like a fresh film of pollen on it when I got home. So it's just one of those things. It's that time of year. Average high this time of year is 68. We're going to be much cooler than that today with a high of 59. Then we bounce it up to 68 tomorrow. But that's short-lived, because and then we have another push of cool air on Sunday, the high of only 60, 65 Monday, and 66 on Tuesday. So all in all, you take all those days together and you average them out. We're looking at below average temperatures, and we're looking at temperatures pretty uniform right now. I don't remember the last time we saw 48 and 49 degrees everywhere from Salisbury to the coast, and then also inland near Georgetown and Redden. But that's what we have. have right now temperatures in the upper 40s and an easterly breeze making it feel even cooler. And on top of that, we've got lots of clouds out there, lots of low clouds. I saw a little bit of the moon earlier, but lots of low clouds. The thicker clouds are off to the west with the cold front across the Ohio Valley. You can see the showers here. Those will start to build in as we go into tonight. But this morning we're dealing with a lot of clouds, nothing in the way of fog. It's chilly, temperatures in the 40s and 50s, maybe some breaks from time to time. And by noon, lower 60s well inland, but much cooler along the beaches. And really much of the afternoon is cloudy. Some peaks of sunshine and temperatures falling through the 50s. And then this evening, we see some of that moisture from the west building in. So some sprinkles early on, could get a break around 11:30. And then very early Saturday morning, I think we have another chance of seeing some showers. If you're up and about 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, I will not be. I will be intimate with my pillow, looking at temperatures in the 50s with scattered showers. And this model's hanging on to some of those showers mid-morning, and then we quiet things down, and I think we do warm it up into the afternoon, and then it starts to cool down after that. We're looking at winds coming in out of the east and southeast. Anytime we have that water's still cold this time of year, so it's going to be chilly. And then we're looking at winds shifting to the north again as we go into your Saturday, later Saturday and Sunday with that reinforcing shot of cooler air. As we go into Sunday, lots of clouds, but we keep it dry. We will be watching a system to our south, but it looks like that stays to our south as we go into Monday. And Monday is mainly sunny. What is it with nice Mondays, but looking nice, but it looks like it will be a little cooler. Here's your 7-day forecast. Paul Davis, Restoration Home Remodeling 7-day forecast. 59 today, cloudy, 68 Saturday. So a brief warm up, back to 60 on Sunday. Chilly overnights in the 40s beginning Sunday morning. Monday mostly sunny, 65. Lots of sunshine. Tuesday, blinding. Wow, sunshine Tuesday, but then followed by rain on Wednesday and close to 70 degrees. Our umbrella winner today is Tina Hurley from Nanticoke. Congratulations, Tina. You have a brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. Biking, running, and walking from Lewis to Georgetown getting a lot smoother. DelDOT says the final portion of the Lewis-Georgetown Trail is now in the design phase. The first section of the trail opened up back in 2016. And Coast TV's Mallory Messner shows us how it will all be complete by fall 2025. And people we spoke with can't wait.
Lisa and Bridget Whitcomb and their dog Lily walk the Lewis-Georgetown Trail all the time.
It's nice, but then you get to the end and you're like, oh, I wish it went, longer.
But the trail won't always end here at Fisher Road. It will go on another 6.5 miles to Airport Road in Georgetown. The entire trail will be 17 miles long, which C.R. McLeod says is the longest in the state.
When it's all completed, we think it's really going to be, the crown jewel of our trail system in Delaware.
McLeod says a $21 million federal grant is helping pay for the next phase of construction. People we spoke with say the price is worth it for the popular trail.
And if it takes cars off the roads, because we'd be paying to refurbish the roads if we're not doing a trail. So to me, a trail's worth it. Exercise and beauty all in one.
So many people use the trail. It's going to add to the value of the area, and what attracts people here in the first place is to be outside.
The low-stress trail won't put too much of a strain on traffic during construction based on DelDOT's plan.
We do have some intersection crossings, so when the construction is happening in those areas, there may be some lane shifts and things of that nature.
Biking, running, and walking from the first town to the county seat. Mallory Metzner, Coast TV News.
More to come this morning. New features for Firehouse. We'll show you what's coming to this new building for the Ocean City Fire Department.
Digging into another weekend along the coast. Stay tuned for Earth Day events and all the other cool things to do.
You may be all about that bass, but 102.5 WBOC is all about sending you to see Meghan Trainor and Paul Russell at Jiffy Lube Live September 17th. We're making you our little boofang and hooking you up before you can buy them. Listen for the Meghan Trainor sounder and be the first caller on the Coastal Bath phone line 410-543-1025 and you're going to the show. Tickets are on sale this Friday. Find the link at WBOC1025.com. Click on Ticket Town, sponsored by Tillman Orthodontics.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
Tonight.
It's
It's a horror movie that is your life.
2 unsolved murders, the clue that took decades to find, and the arrest at the ends of the earth.
Was he just waiting for that knock on the door?
Dateline tonight, 9/8 Central.
You are the master manipulator.
Oh! You're the biggest deception artist here.
The biggest offer in Deal or No Deal history. Go!
This is war.
Deal or No Deal Island, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
Discover why Gateway Subaru is Delmarva's destination dealership, earning our customers' trust and exceeding expectations. No matter where you live, experience the Gateway difference with our no-pressure sales approach and fair, honest pricing. Plus, Gateway has more in-stock Subaru inventory to choose from than other dealers have combined. Need service fast? Our quick service lane is always ready. No appointment needed. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Don't settle for an average car wash. Transform your vehicle from ordinary to breathtaking with Elite Detailing. From interior vacuuming and shampooing to window tinting and ceramic coating, we offer a range of services to keep your car looking its best with our eco-friendly cleaning solutions. Can't come to the shop? We'll come straight to you with our mobile detailing services. Give your car the elite treatment. Call us today and ask about our monthly specials. Elite Detailing, located between Georgetown and Lewis on US Route 9.
Everyone knows us for termites and bed bugs, but don't forget we're also here for all your general pest control needs. Ants, spiders, crickets, rodents, fleas, ticks, and of course, mosquitoes. Bennett Termite is dedicated to protecting our communities from your aggravations and dangers presented by pests of all kinds. If you want to find out the Bennett difference, give us a call today. Remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
New this morning, video shows crews battling a fire on New Jersey's Atlantic City Boardwalk. It started shortly after 7 Thursday night. It was a 2-alarm fire. No injuries have been reported, and the cause of it is still under investigation.
The Ocean City Fire Department, they have a new firehouse coming to Midtown on 65th Street, and here's what we know about the details. So inside, there will be 12 bunk rooms, a kitchen, a balcony facing out to Ocean City, a lot of storage space, and the largest fitness room currently in any firehouse in Ocean City. But the biggest thing coming to the building will be a decontamination suite. That's to protect firefighters from health risks like cancer. Chief Bowers explains how after every fire, firefighters can come there, wash off any carcinogen byproducts produced by those fires.
Our firefighters, after they're back from a fire incident or a training fire, they can actually get their gear washed off, get themselves washed off, and be ready for the next call.
And you can expect the station to be up and running by fall of this year.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Tri is here with us again, as today is the day, later this afternoon, specifically the DSN Outdoors Expos at the Delaware State Fairground in Harrington gets underway. We're looking forward to seeing what all the vendors have to show off when it comes to camping, fishing, and the like.
And RVs.
And hot tubs.
I'm thinking about maybe buying an RV, plugging in it at work here in Milton, and just
stay here.
Maybe
and grilling.
Yeah, wow, you're really dedicated to your job. No, RV, all kinds of stuff, boats. Yeah, it's almost boating season, so exciting stuff for the DSN Outdoors Expo that kicks off today at 4 o'clock, and we're looking at a lot of clouds, maybe some peaks of sun up in Harrington, and temperatures into the upper 50s, 3 to about 6 o'clock, but feeling chillier with an easterly wind, and then this evening by 8. Dipping into the mid-50s. Day 2 tomorrow, 10 o'clock, 58, maybe a little warmer, maybe a little more sunshine. Temperatures warming into the upper 60s by 3, but a stiff northwest wind will make it chillier, but at least it stays dry, and really much the next several days are dry and cooler than average. I'll have much more in your forecast coming up.
Cleanup countdown is on. Earth Day has been celebrated since 1970, and there are lots of green events to attend and other cool things to do this weekend, one of which is across the street here at Dogfish Head.
Yeah, we're lucky to be so close by. And by the way, full disclosure, a member of the board of CoastTV's parent company, Draper Media, is a co-founder of Dogfish Head, but here's some other cool things to do.
There are a lot of ways to get outside and give back to Mother Nature all Earth Day weekend long. On Saturday, the Fenwick Island Environmental Committee's cleanup is at 8:30 a.m. Enjoy Earth Day Kids Crafts at the DuPont Nature Center in Milford from 10 to 4. The third annual Nature Festival in Trap Pond State Park runs from 11 to 3. On Monday, meet at the Slaughter Beach Pavilion for cleanup events starting at 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Dunes or Defense Hike in Fort Miles will tell you how the Great Dune contributed to coastal defense. And from 10 to 4, Delaware Defense Day will honor those who secured the home front during World War II. Fort Miles is coming to life with artillery demonstrations, a flyover, and the recreation of a submarine surrender ceremony. Saturday is Record Store Day. Dogfish Head will have live music in Rehoboth and Milton, and a vinyl pop-up shop in Milton on Sunday. Join the Delmarva Sports Network at the Delaware State Fairgrounds for the DSN Outdoors Expo on Friday and Saturday. There will be demonstrations, prizes, food trucks, classic cars, and live wrestling. Also at the Delaware State Fairgrounds, the Bay Country Figure Skating Club's Disney Princess-themed ice show called When You Wish Upon a Star has showtimes Friday and Saturday. Walk for Autism this Saturday from 9 to 1 at Hudson Fields. Autism Delaware says there are multiple start times and a virtual option. The Rehoboth Beach Convention Center is transforming into a fashion show. Models, including CoastTV news anchor Matt Pensick, will strut down the runway wearing the latest formal fashions from local boutiques. The fashion show is this Sunday from 4:30 to 7 p.m. Empty bowls are fighting hunger in Sussex County. The Rehoboth Beach Sunrise Rotary Club says 300 artisan crafted bowls will be on display at Love Creek Elementary on Sunday for people to take home. Local landscapers, home improvement and cleaning service companies, party supply companies, and other businesses are meeting at Cape and Lopin High School. The Spring into Summer Small Business Expo is organized by the Delaware Alliance of Latino Entrepreneurs and La Plaza, Delaware. It takes place from 1 to 6 p.m. this Sunday. Dig into Earth Day. Lewis and Bloom planted 30,000 tulips for the Tulip Festival, and you can dig up the bulbs to plant in your own garden Monday at 8 a.m. Denrec says other ways to celebrate Earth Day are planting a tree or cleaning up on your own. For event registration pages, tickets, and required supplies to Earth Day events, go to the article on CoastTV.com.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Boats, RVs, pools and spas, tractors and golf carts, plus craft vendors, food trucks, and much more. Join the adventure and fun at the DSN Outdoors Expo at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington on Friday, April 19th from 4 to 8 and Saturday, April 20th from 10 to 4. Come see the ultimate outdoor experience, plus live wrestling matches and classic cars. It's free for the whole family. See you, Delmarva, at the DSN Outdoors Expo.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount. So it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
At the Jason Anderson Foundation for Youth Sports, we understand the benefits that sports activities provide to all children. Health, teamwork, leadership, and friendship. These are the foundations of growth. We provide team grants and individual scholarships to children in need, ensuring no one is left off the playing field. Our focus is helping kids 6 to 14 years old. Apply today at jasonandersonfoundation.org. The Jason Anderson Foundation for Youth Sports, where every kid plays.
Now on Coast TV News.
It's a cloudy and chilly start to our Friday. Lots of clouds into the weekend and temperatures on the cool side. More on that plus your DSN Outdoors Expo forecast coming up.
Giving money for EV movement, the new bill just passed by Delaware State House that is designed to get lower-income people to buy electric vehicles.
Rehoboth Beach Review, we're breaking down some key initiatives that are being tackled today by city officials.
Touting tiny homes, the benefits being offered in Lewis if you build something like this in the city.
This is Coast TV News Today.
April 19th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. It's a great morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley.
Always a great morning. Time is 5:34, and if you joined us just a few minutes ago, you might have seen that I'm participating in Sunday's runway fashion show in Rehoboth Beach. Paige, a little hint here.
Yeah.
I'm digging this beach-style outfit that they picked out for me, so I'm really digging it.
I know. I'm a little jealous. You haven't showed me what you're wearing.
I don't think I'm allowed to.
No, it's going to be a surprise.
You have to wait and see.
Yes, I'm very excited for you. We made a joke earlier this week that this is your debut for you're going to be on Vogue next.
Yeah.
Maybe
a whole new career could be opening up based on what happens this weekend.
If you stop coming to work, I'll know why.
Okay.
You got the call.
And then a month later, you'll see me on a magazine.
I would love that. Yeah. That would be very cool. We'll put it up in the studio with you. But no, very excited for that. Where is that happening?
Rehoboth Beach at the Convention Center.
That's where it is?
Sunday.
Okay, perfect. So you heard it here first, folks. Well, not here. You heard it on Cool Things.
Yeah.
You heard it here second, folks. All right, well, let's see if maybe you'll have good weather for that event. I know it is inside, but we're going to bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey.
Yeah, is this like a Zoolander kind of situation? Have you seen the movie Zoolander? Matt's clapping. It very well could be. Might have to change my plans for Sunday. Looking at temperatures into the upper 40s this morning, consistently 48, 49 degrees. This is very rare to see all of our cities in the same range within about a degree of each other, but that's a function of low clouds and an easterly breeze right now that's a little stronger along the coast and making it feel cooler than an actual temperature. So I had the puffy jacket this morning. You definitely need that out the door this morning as we're looking at a lot of clouds, and we could see some peaks in those clouds from time to time, but nothing going on major weather-wise, just lots of low clouds kind of stuck in here as we have the breeze coming off the ocean. Could see some breaks every once in a while by noon. Upper 50s, 113 corridor, warmer west and cooler to the east. So basically everybody's into the upper 50s, some places farther to the west into the lower 60s. Here's your UV index brought to us by Ocean City. It's a 5 today if you get into the sun. The bird time is 30 minutes. And as we go down the road, we're in the medium range today and then the high range Saturday and Sunday for the first time this season, the very high range by Monday and Tuesday. So by then, be extra vigilant with more of that SPF. Find the midday shade and limit time outdoors.
All right, thank you, Bob. We could have a creative solution for housing shortages in Lewis. The city's been debating the idea of what's officially called accessory dwelling units, or ADUs, are also known as tiny homes, and they've been talking about this for a while now.
Definitely. So basically, they're smaller places to live that are built to an already existing property, and some city officials feel it's a necessary add to the city. But they say they want to handle these tiny homes carefully.
Coast TV's Charles Ryder shows us the different road bumps that the city needs to overcome to finish to the finish line of this proposal.
This is the forefront of what the city of Lewis is working on, accessory dwelling units. The reason they're needed? Lewis just doesn't have enough affordable places to live, pricing out teachers, waiters, nurses, and every other key member of the workforce.
We want to do something. Let's go after the low-hanging fruit. That seems to be ADUs as the first step.
The Lewis Planning Commission brought the proposed housing solution up Wednesday night, and after months of discussion, these are some of the current rules in the ADU ordinance. ADUs cannot be bigger than 900 square feet. Any ADU in Lewis's historical district has to comply with H-Park guidelines, and the space must be inspected before a new person moves in. One of the biggest points of contention were the incentives to actually build ADUs.
They have to have an incentive for the homeowner, okay? What is the incentive for the homeowner to do what the intention of this bill, what our actions are supposed to do, and that is provide affordable housing?
The commission also discussed a recent piece of legislation in Dover that looks to add ADUs here in the first state and how it would affect their plans for tiny homes.
This topic was sent back to Lewis's housing subcommittee to look over these potential regulations. This is still in the early phases, and it would need to pass in order to become a law. I'm Charles Reinert in Lewis, Coast TV News.
Happening today in Rehoboth Beach, important topics are on the table for the next City Commissioners meeting. The agenda includes a license agreement that would allow the Coast Hotel, that's across from the post office, to extend an awning over a public area. There's also a request from the Rehoboth Beach Public Library to change some deed restrictions, and the purpose of that request is to make changes to the interior layout of the library. Commissioners will also be discussing changes to city law concerning the role of city manager, how taxes are assessed, and the city's specific powers. That meeting taking place today at 2.
New this morning, one family in Lewis is cementing its place in the city's history. You may remember the Daisy family, whose house that you see on your screen. They fought for the city for permission to demolish the building, and after initial rejection, the family finally was cleared to tear down the old and start fresh. And now the Lewis Historical Society will open an exhibit titled Voices Heard. It's the history and legacy of the black community in Lewis. According to the organization, 28 pictures are on loan from the family that give a glimpse into the legacy of African-American life in the city, and the exhibit opens today at 5 p.m.
The push for electric vehicles in Delaware is continuing. And Thursday, the State House passed a bill that offers taxpayer money to people of lower income to buy electric vehicle supply equipment. In some cases, 90% of the cost would be covered, including the installation of that equipment. That bill now moves on to the Senate for review.
More news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up, this is the damage after a car burst into a building in Georgetown. We're telling you what officials are saying about that crash.
Also, Del Mar and Laurel facing off in a Henlopen clash of high school baseball, the key late inning that saw a big momentum shift.
Making the world a cleaner place.
Visit Tyndall's Casual Furniture, where comfort meets style and quality meets affordability. And affordability doesn't mean you have to compromise on quality. We are Delmarva's exclusive dealer for Pollywood, the name you know and trust. Pollywood dining sets start at only $9.95, fully assembled and backed by a 20-year warranty. We're also proud to carry made-in-the-USA brands like Casual Comfort and Telescope Casual. Plus, we have a wide selection of wicker by Northcape, all made with aluminum frames. So shop today with the local experts at Tyndall's Casual Furniture in Laurel and Lewis. Bright yellow dandelions, a clear signal that the time for prevention is now, for crabgrass and clover are soon to follow. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for over 30 years. They don't mow it, they grow it. Hillside certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
5:42 on this cloudy start on our Friday morning. Spicer Brothers Cam, lots of low clouds, no fog, 49 in Salisbury, 48, 49 degrees pretty much everywhere across Maryland and Delaware. It's chilly, need that jacket, especially with the breeze that's coming in stronger off the ocean. We're seeing a lot of clouds and lots of low clouds across the mid-Atlantic region, and we could see some breaks in these from time to time today, but I think we're stuck in the low clouds. But hey, the weather's always good for golf, right? Here's your golf forecast, getting close to the hole there. Not excellent, we'll call it fair. Cloudy and cool. Make sure you bundle up on the course. Good luck. Temperature of 59. Call the CoastTV First Alert weather line. It's free. Your forecast is just a call away. Sponsored by Baird, Mendows, Brockstead, and Federico.
Lewis is continuing to nail down potential environmental regulations for wetland buffers. The Delaware Center for the Inland Bays are pushing for changes, claiming both tidal and non-tidal wetlands provide valuable services such as storm and flood protection, along with water quality improvement. Lewis officials will continue to talk about creating an ordinance for wetlands within the city at the upcoming environmental subcommittee, and that meeting is scheduled for this Monday.
Blades police are looking at traffic at Market Street and High Street. The study analyzed data for the past 3 years. The results showing that the intersection didn't have enough crashes to require a traffic light. The department saying adding a traffic light when it's not needed for safety could actually cause new types of accidents. The study did find that some road markings at the intersection are worn out. Blades police say plans are in place to repaint the road markings to make them clearer.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning. Delmar baseball trying to break a 4-game losing streak and facing Laurel, a squad looking for their 3rd win of the year. In the second, Colby Shockley racking up a few of his 5 Ks in this game. In the third, Laurel up 1-0, runners at the corners, ball lifted up by Shockley in the outfield deep enough to get the runner home with the sacrifice fly. 2-0 Laurel. Moving to the fourth with Will Lloyd lays down the bunt for the Bulldogs, and the ball is thrown into right field, allowing a runner to score and advancing Lloyd to second. 2 in scoring position for Laurel, and they would not waste it. Bases loaded, 3-2 count. The ball hit into the air by Elijah Niblett. Delmar unable to make the play in right field. Laurel brings home another run, extending the lead to 4. In the fifth, a huge chance for Delmar. Bases loaded, nobody out, and Aiden McCauley grounds into a double play. Isaiah Miller with the turn from short to second. The Wildcats get a run, but that's all the offense they would produce in this game. On the other side, the Bulldogs continuing to knock balls into the outfield. Then Connor Smith closes the game out with a couple of strikeouts. Laurel tops Delmar 7-1. Over in the Henlopen, Sussex Tech baseball defeated Cape Henlopen 3-1. Zane Adams got the RBI ground out to open the scoring at the bottom of the 6th. Jeremy Vest threw 7 complete innings, giving up 0 earned runs on 3 hits. The Ravens improved to 8-1 on the season. That'll do for sports. Have a great day.
And today is the day. Join the Delmarva Sports Network at the Delaware State Fairgrounds for the DSN Outdoors Expo. Both indoor and outdoor vendors will be on site showcasing everything outdoors. Boats, RVs, hot tubs, hunting, fishing, and so much more. The DSN Outdoors Expo runs today through the 20th.
And don't forget your jacket. You'll need it for the expo for sure. Title Health Cam in Salisbury, dry roads, but cloudy skies right now. Lots of clouds as we go through the next several days, and temperatures running a little bit below average and more of the same into the weekend. I'll track it on FutureCast coming up at 5:48.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
Have you seen those crazy HVAC deals? Don't fall for that. At Above and Beyond Service Heating and Cooling, we just don't make promises, we deliver results. With our Peace of Mind maintenance agreement, you can rest assured we will keep up with your system throughout the year. We're a local company. You're not just a customer, you're our neighbor. Take advantage of our 0% finance for up to 72 months or up to $3,000 in rebates on a new train system. Call Above and Beyond Services to keep your family comfortable. Remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Boats, RVs, pools and spas, tractors and golf carts, plus craft vendors, food trucks, and much more. Join the adventure and fun at the DSN Outdoors Expo at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington on Friday, April 19th from 4 to 8 and Saturday, April 20th from 10 to 4. Come see the ultimate outdoor experience, plus live wrestling matches and classic cars. It's free for the whole family. See you, Delmarva, at the DSN Outdoors Expo.
From inside Iran, from Israel, from Florida. Part of our continued reporting.
It is safe. Everybody good?
Women, children, established.
It is 5:48 on your Friday morning. We are going to take a live look right now at Salisbury. Bob, and you know, some people, I'm trying to look at their cars. Maybe they got their car washed. I don't see a lot of pollen. I did not. You did. Was it worth getting the car washed?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
You know, because not only does the pollen cover all your car, it covers the windshield where you have to look out of page and your headlights and all that. So it's good just to get all that off the car. But, you know, I got home and I had like a fresh film of pollen on my car. But I think the weather will cooperate. We're cloudy today, but it stays dry. So good conditions to wash the car. And yes, you can add the wax. Fair conditions on Saturday because I think we'll see some morning rain, better conditions in the afternoon. And you're looking good on Sunday as well for the car washing. Temperatures out the door into the upper 40s. And once again, all the readings within a degree of each other. 48 Delmar, 49 Milton and Seaford, 48 in Salisbury. So bottom line, bundle up out the door as we have chilly conditions and a brisk wind coming off the ocean right now. And lots of low clouds. I saw a little glimpse of the moon earlier, but for the most part, cloudy across Delmarva, but nothing in the way of rain from Virginia up to New York. We're seeing some thicker clouds back to the west now, and there is a front across the Ohio Valley, and it's got some showers along it, and that will continue to move to the east. It's going to take a while for that rain to get here, however. So this morning it's cloudy and some breaks every once in a while. We're in the 40s and 50s by noon, maybe lower 60s from Seaford down into Salisbury, but much cooler farther to the east. And once again, some breaks in the clouds through the afternoon with 50s and lower 60s, warmer to the west, but with the influence of the ocean, much cooler along the coast. And as we go into Friday evening, some breaks in the clouds. As we go into Friday evening and through the overnight, we do have a chance of a few showers. Could see the stars from time to time. And then another chance of some showers by Saturday morning with the front. And you can see that from about Ellendale to Fenwick Island into northern Maryland. And some of those showers could linger through mid-morning. And then I think they end and we actually do clear it out into the afternoon hours as temperatures warm into the 60s. We're looking quiet Saturday night, but we have this persistent wind coming out of the east and at times coming out of the south. So pretty much variable as we go through the overnight. As we go into your Saturday, you can see the winds are coming out of the north. We have a bit of a sea breeze. So they'll be variable, but then turning to the north again for the latter part of the weekend. And we're looking at a lot of clouds on your Sunday. As we head into early next week, there is a system that will scoot to our south. So I think that leaves us mainly dry and quiet as we start next week. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 59 locked in with the clouds today. We bounce up to 68 on Saturday, a little bit more in the way of sun, and chilly overnight lows. Don't need to cover the plants, but lower 40s beginning Sunday morning. And a high of only 60 Sunday, mid-60s Monday and Tuesday. Look at that. Full sun on Tuesday. That might be a good day to take the day off. And then looking at some showers Wednesday, 69, and then 61 on Thursday. It's not many days we see just full sunshine and no clouds.
Very good point, Bob. I'll be at work. Will you? Okay, well, I'll see you then. All right, well, hey, as we move on this morning, one person was seriously injured after a car ran into a building and they hit a person inside a Georgetown building. So Georgetown police responded to the back of a cell phone shop named Jimenez near Layton Avenue. This was early Thursday morning. Police say they found the building extremely damaged. There it is right there. And they provided aid to the person that was hurt. That person struck was taken to a nearby hospital for treatment. Georgetown police are now conducting an investigation to determine the cause of that crash.
In Milton, continuing discussion on its park master plan. Next Wednesday, town officials will look at what they need for their plants and soil conditions, also the potential of new parks that could be added and needs for outdoor recreation. Town is planning the draft recommendations for any improvements in parks as well.
Coming up on CoastTV News today, you could have a life-threatening disease and not even know it. So why do doctors not test for it? Why isn't it part of your annual exam? We're going to explain it when we get back.
Whether it's your first time betting or you've been gambling for years, have a plan and know the game. Be aware of the rules and odds before you gamble. Set a budget and never gamble with money you can't afford to lose. Take a break and consider teaming up with trusted friends to help you stick to your budget. Remember, if you or a loved one has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER 24/7 or go to helpmygamblingproblem.org for free confidential services.
See the beauty of Delmarva from a bird's eye view. Soaring over the shore, Mondays on CoastTV News at 6. Sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
Are you looking for someone reliable to help you out with home maintenance, design builds, or renovations?
Look to family-owned Stewart Builders Group.
With over 47 years of experience, we're your one-stop shop contractor here on the shore.
Visit StewartBuildersGroup.com to schedule a service, get an instant quote, or request a free in-home estimate. Don't miss out on our BOGO half-price gutter cleaning and power washing deals.
And ask about our military family-owned and operated J-Dog junk removal.
Stewart Builders Group.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
There are too many areas in Maryland elected officials seem to have a hard time finding. Not David Trone. His family came from Cambridge, right by the Choptank River that he used to fish in as a boy. If you're going to stand up for people who too often feel ignored and left out, you have to show up. David has. From Eastern Shore to Mountain Maryland and back, every Marylander deserves a voice, and David intends to carry yours all the way to the U.S. Senate.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Taking you back to the decade of neon colors, big hair, and of course, great music. Join me, April, every morning at 8 a.m. on 107.1 The Duck as I play some of your favorite tunes from back in the day. It's April's Awesome 80s, sponsored by Easton Auto Care and Denton Auto Care and Tire.
Each year at the doctor's office, many adults get their blood pressure taken and cholesterol levels checked.
Yeah, of course. But as Marty Salt shows us, there's one test that some doctors believe you're maybe missing, one that could be life-saving for millions of people.
Diabetes, cardiovascular disease, arthritis, allergy, COPD are all life-threatening conditions, and they are all chronic inflammation diseases.
34% of people age 20 and older actually have sort of chronic inflammation.
Professor Arch Manus is studying the impact that chronic inflammation has on the body. But Manus's research focuses specifically on people who live in poverty. The trouble is,
I wouldn't know if I have it. You probably wouldn't know if you have it.
In one of the largest studies of its kind, Manus found that people with chronic inflammation who also live in poverty had a 127% increased risk of dying from heart disease and a 196% increased risk of dying from cancer in the next 15 years compared to those who have only one of the risk factors.
It should be a bit of a wake-up call.
Manus hopes this research will be a call to action for new screening guidelines.
It wouldn't be any more complicated than a screening test for high cholesterol or a screening test for high glucose for diabetes.
I'm Marty Salt reporting.
It is 5:56, time to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day.
And today's Coastal Pet of the Day is coming from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. On your screen right now is this cute kitty, Kiriko. She's only a year old, very sweet girl. This cat is ready to pounce into her forever home. If you want to adopt Kiriko or other adoptable pets, visit the Brandywine Valley SPCA.
Will do. Hey, we want to see all your pets on Delmarva, so send us photos of your pets at home and tell us what makes them so special.
Yeah, you have a cute cat like that one, you can send us your photos with that QR code. That way you can submit that to CoastTV News, and then you can watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
It is now 5:57, time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Yeah, I got a bit of a cooler start to our Friday morning, Bob.
Yeah, I had to reach into the closet and go, where's that puffy jacket? Because we were seeing those temperatures in the 40s today, guys. And the umbrella is not necessary, and sunglasses are optional, as we're seeing a lot of clouds, of course, still bright, even though when it's overcast. So I still wear my shades then. And we have one time period, 1 p.m., where we might see a little more sun and temperatures in the upper 50s, some 60s well inland. Paul Davis, 10-day forecast. We do bounce it up to 68 on Saturday with mostly cloudy skies, and then it's, well, it plunges on Sunday, high of only 60. That's going to be pretty chilly for this time of year. Overnight lows into the 40s. 60s again into next week. Maybe another rain chance Wednesday, and then it gets colder on Thursday. But then warming up into next weekend. 73. Ooh, that'll be nice by next Sunday.
Thanks, Bob. Coming up in our next hour, danger from drivers. Injuries from this one in Georgetown, while in other areas we saw a deadly situation, all within the past 24 hours. That and more as we continue on Coast TV News today.